Nothing Gold Can Stay by Robert Frost. Nature's first green is gold, her hardest hue to hold. Her early leaf's a flower, but only so an hour. Then leaf subside to leaf, so Eden sank to grief. So dawn goes down today, nothing gold can stay. Hi everyone, my name is Patty Hegwood, and I would like to welcome you all to the November Angel's Rest Blessing. I wanted to start off with that poem because of the changing of nature all around us. We're heading into the fall. We embrace each season as we watch the leaves come in and we watch the leaves go out, and the also ever-changing nature of our lives and the lives around us. November is also a month where we turn to thoughts around thanks and gratitude. And I completely understand when we're faced with the loss of one of our loved ones. It may be a bit of a stretch to ask ourselves to consider what we're thankful for, especially when our hearts are aching. I do believe, though, over time we can strike a balance if we can find a way to reflect on our time spent together without denying ourselves the opportunity to mourn the loss. After all, we have the remainder of our own lives to find out where we strike that balance. The most important thing to remember in all of this is that what has led us here and what will lead us to a place of holding ourselves kindly. What got us here? I ask myself that a lot. And I believe it's our compassionate hearts. We are filled with compassion, and it's our heart which open to let in those we love so very much. Suffice it to say, when we open our heart wide and we bring in all of our loved ones, when they leave a tremendous void. But if we look at our ability to hold so much love, my request to you is to include yourself in that circle of love. Oftentimes, we tend to leave ourselves out of that equation. Many times, we take all that compassion and we envelop all those we love, those in our immediate circle, friends and colleagues, humanity, the environment, and then, voila, hey, we have given all that love away and forgot to save some for ourselves. I would like for everyone right now to and encourage you to close your eyes just for a second and envision a circle where you are at the center. Think of yourself as the epicenter of that love from which all those feelings and compassion radiate. Did you know that choosing yourself first is not selfish? You are deserving of your own self-compassion. You're navigating what could be one of the most sad and devastating times of your life. And remember that those who mourn mend, and that grief is heavy. It's exhausting. Listen closely to yourself. Rest, cry, stomp, eat all the ice cream, whatever it takes as you work through this time. I want you to know that grief is not a straight line, as we've been told. Don't be surprised when the odds and ends will pop up and grab you by surprise. Your deep love did not develop overnight. Their absence will be felt in a variety of degrees, in fits and starts as you move along. and know that you will face each moment as it comes. Remember that we are always hardest on ourselves. Taking this time to feel all the feels. Mourn, nap, clutch those photos and those stuffed toys. Write in your journal. Do everything you need to do in an effort to give yourself the love and kindness that you deserve.
Hello everybody, my name is Josh. I'm the manager here at Angel's Rest. And at this part of the blessing, we'll reflect on some of the names of the animals that passed away here at the sanctuary. In cat world, we lost Bayou and Bucky. In Dogtown, we lost Sullivan, aka Sully, Corley, and Atkins. In Bunny House, we lost Bobby, Torvey, and Roper. In Parrot Garden, we lost Dusty and Sandy. And for the tributes that were sent in, we have some for Toby and Enchantra, Mimsy, Crescent, Harley and Cody, Charlie and Yandy, Lucy, Jazzboo and Bryce, Sammy Cat, Stormy, Otter, Milo, and Kitty. Thank you.
Hi, I am James. I'm a caretaker here at Angel's Rest, and we have one commemorative story to share. This is for Sebastian. In the fall of 2014, at Best Friend Sanctuary, a scared, sweet, lonely 2-year-old boxer shepherd mix stole the heart of a soon-to-be new family. Lentil, his name at the time, was the first dog I met. He was on my lap in an instant, giving kisses and hugs. I had never had a dog before, so I wanted to be absolutely sure I was making the right choice. I went back several times and must have met 20 dogs, but at the end of each visit, I asked to see Lentil again, and every time I was sure he was the one. Finally, in early November, Lentil became Sebastian, and he went home to Escalante. Sebastian was a true desert dog, going for hikes in the canyons and taking long naps in the bright sun and sand. Always on alert and ready to protect. Once he knew you, he loved you, greeting with yelps, butt wiggles, and a ball in his mouth. Ready for a change, Sebastian and Kimberly began looking for a new place to live. After many rental application rejections because of Sebastian's breed, they found their second family on Whidbey Island in Washington State with Karen and Mike Lurum. Being longtime volunteers at Best Friends, we were all amazed at the connection, but from the moment he met them, it was clear that he was meant to be in their lives. In fact, the running joke has been that Sebastian is the only reason we had a place to live. Sebastian had a rough start to life, but he found his place, overcame his fear and mistrust, and lived his best dog life. As he crossed the Rainbow Bridge, he continued to give kisses and tail wags as he said goodbye and I'll see you again to his family and friends. Sebastian will always be in our hearts, and we are thankful for the privilege of having known and loved him. Please join me for a moment of silence to remember the animals that we lost this last month.
Thank you all for joining us today for the November Angels Rest Blessing. We're always so grateful to have you here with us for so many reasons, but mostly to know that we're not alone. We're not alone in our love, our care, our compassion, and how much these animals mean to our lives, making our lives richer and all the more worthwhile. So please be kind to yourself as you travel through this journey. And I want to share with you one of my favorite quotes from Irving Townsend. We who choose to surround ourselves with lives even more temporary than our own live within a fragile circle, easily and often breached. Unable to accept its awful gaps, we would still live no other way. We cherish memory as the only immortality, never fully understanding the necessary plan. Thank you again, and we'll see you next month.